So, welcome to this session on that there are two cerebral hemispheres, right and the left cerebral hemispheres, and both these cerebral hemispheres are joined with each other by corpus callosum. They are joined with each other by corpus callosum. So this is the corpus callosum, which contains commissural fibers. Commissural fibers connect exactly the similar areas of the two different hemispheres. Now let us see how does a cerebral hemisphere looks like. A cerebral hemisphere, when we look at it, appears something like this. Okay, so this is the frontal pole, this is the temporal pole. Behind here you can see the occipital pole. Okay, so this is the occipital pole, frontal pole, temporal pole, occipital pole, and this sulcus is the lateral sulcus. So you are looking at the superolateral sulcus, and then there is another important sulcus called as the central sulcus. Central sulcus. I'll draw this again. So this is lateral sulcus on the superolateral surface, and this is central sulcus. Okay, frontal pole, temporal pole, occipital pole. Sorry, the central sulcus will be slightly behind. I'll draw another diagram to show you how. Okay. Now behind here there is a sulcus called as the parieto-occipital sulcus. Now this parieto-occipital sulcus, only small part. So this is central sulcus and this is parieto-occipital sulcus. Only small part appears on the superolateral surface. And down here is pre-occipital notch. Pre-occipital notch. So we draw an imaginary line like this. We draw an imaginary line like this. And then we also draw another imaginary line like this. Okay, and this is the central sulcus. So with this, now we can define the four lobes of the cerebrum ahead of the central sulcus. Ahead of the central sulcus is the frontal lobe. Between the central sulcus and this imaginary line is parietal lobe. Behind this imaginary line is occipital lobe. And this is temporal lobe. So there are four lobes. So this is occipital lobe. Frontal, temporal, parietal, occipital. Ahead of central sulcus is frontal lobe. Behind the central sulcus is parietal. Behind the imaginary line is occipital. And below the lateral sulcus is temporal. Okay. Now let us talk about the other sulci and gyri. And before that, let us discuss the various borders. Now this border over here is the superior border of the cerebrum. While border over here is inferior lateral border. Now, why inferior lateral border? Because if we look at the inferior surface is somehow like this, looks like this. This is the temporal part and this is the frontal part. So the this inferolateral border is this. You are looking from the inferior aspect. This is the inferolateral border. This is inferomedial border. So on this side also there will be one more. So lower side of the cerebrum, when we look, it looks like this: frontal, temporal surface. So both of these are the inferomedial borders, and this is inferolateral border. That means cerebrum has three borders: superior border, inferolateral border, inferomedial border. Surfaces: superolateral surface, inferior surface. Inferior surface has again two parts: temporal and orbital. Temporal surface and orbital surface. Temporal and orbital. And then there is one more surface which is called as the medial surface. Now, how does the medial surface look like? The medial surface looks something like this. On the medial surface, we mainly see the corpus callosum. So this is how medial surface looks like. And on this medial surface, there is a single sulcus. And this single sulcus is called as cingulate sulcus. Cingulate sulcus. And the gyrus above the corpus callosum is the cingulate gyrus, and above that is medial frontal gyrus. So we'll discuss this in more details when we talk about the medial surface. But on medial surface, what we see is corpus callosum. Now let us talk about the superolateral surface first. So superolateral surface, the superolateral surface we mainly see the central sulcus. Now let us talk about the frontal lobe. And this is the central sulcus. In front of central sulcus, there is a sulcus called as precentral sulcus. Precentral sulcus. Pre means before. Before the central sulcus is precentral sulcus. And then the remaining part of the frontal lobe, very easy. There are only two gyri, two sulci: superior frontal sulcus, inferior frontal sulcus. Superior frontal sulcus and inferior frontal sulcus that divides the frontal lobe into superior frontal gyrus, middle frontal gyrus, and inferior frontal gyrus. So frontal lobe and temporal lobe, very, very easy to remember. Temporal lobe also there are two sulci and three gyri. superior temporal sulcus, inferior temporal sulcus, and 3 gyri will be superior temporal gyrus, middle temporal gyrus, and inferior temporal gyrus. That means in frontal lobe and temporal lobe, there are 2 sulci, and these 2 sulci divide them into 3 gyri, superior and inferior sulci, superior and inferior sulci. So this is superior and inferior frontal sulci. This is superior and inferior temporal sulci. That is dividing it into superior frontal gyrus, middle frontal gyrus, inferior frontal gyrus. Superior temporal gyrus, inferior temporal, middle temporal gyrus, and inferior temporal gyrus. 2 sulci, 3 gyri. Now this is the lateral sulcus. This part is called a stem of the lateral sulcus. Then there is anterior limb, ascending limb, and posterior limb. The lateral sulcus, this part is called as the posterior limb of the lateral sulcus. Apart from that, there is anterior limb and ascending limb. Okay, so these are the parts of the lateral sulcus. Now the gyrus between the central sulcus and the precentral sulcus is called as precentral gyrus. Precentral gyrus. Now let us talk about the temporal lobe. Like there is a precentral sulcus ahead of the central sulcus, behind is postcentral sulcus. So this is post central sulcus and post central gyrus. So in the parietal lobe, there is postcentral gyrus. In the frontal lobe, there is precentral gyrus. In the parietal lobe, there is one more sulcus called as intraparietal sulcus. Intraparietal sulcus. That divides the remaining part of the parietal lobe into superior parietal lobule and inferior parietal lobule. Superior parietal lobule and inferior parietal lobule. Now let us talk about the divisions of the occipital lobe. This is intraparietal sulcus. Occipital lobe, there is main one sulcus which is like this, and this is called as lunate sulcus. Okay, lunate sulcus. Apart from that, there is lateral occipital sulcus and transverse occipital sulcus. The main is lunate sulcus. Okay. Now let us go to the medial surface and see how things sulci and gyri are there on the medial surface. So on the medial surface, mainly what we see is corpus callosum. And there is a single sulcus called as cingulate sulcus. Between corpus callosum and here is cingulate gyrus, and this is medial frontal gyrus. Medial frontal gyrus. Now here is central sulcus coming slightly on this aspect. So around the central sulcus is paracentral lobule. Paracentral lobule, which controls the urinary bladder. Okay. Then lower down here, we see the parieto-occipital sulcus, which we had seen on the superolateral surface. Parieto-occipital sulcus. And another sulcus called as calcarine sulcus. Calcarine sulcus. So between the parieto-occipital sulcus and calcarine sulcus is a part which is called as cuneus. Which is called as cuneus. And before that is a part called as precuneus. So again, I will repeat the structures that are seen on the medial surface. Corpus callosum, above that cingulate sulcus, cingulate gyrus, medial frontal gyrus. Around the central sulcus, paracentral lobule, parieto-occipital sulcus, calcarine sulcus. Between them is cuneus, and before that is precuneus. Now coming down to the last part of the sulci and gyri, and that is the inferior surface. The inferior surface has two parts. This part is called as orbital surface, and this part is called temporal surface. So this is temporal and this is orbital. The inferior surface has two parts, orbital and temporal. Here is optic bulb and optic tract. And medial to that is a gyrus called as gyrus rectus. And lateral side is H-shaped orbital gyrus. H-shaped orbital gyrus, which divides it into anterior, posterior, medial, lateral orbital sulci. Orbital sulcus, H-shaped orbital sulcus, which forms 4 orbital gyri. Okay. Now coming to the temporal surface. The temporal surface has 2 main sulci. The collateral sulcus. And occipitotemporal sulcus. So then this is lateral and this is medial occipitotemporal gyrus. Occipitotemporal gyrus. And medial to the collateral sulcus is parahippocampal gyrus. Anterior part of which is called as uncus. So the inferior surface of the cerebrum has two parts, orbital and temporal. On the orbital part is olfactory tract, medial to which is gyrus rectus. And this H-shaped orbital sulcus is there, and then there are 4 orbital gyri. In the remaining temporal part, there is collateral sulcus. Medial to collateral sulcus is parahippocampal gyrus. And then there is occipitotemporal sulcus, which divides into 2 gyrus, medial occipitotemporal gyrus and lateral occipitotemporal gyrus. So that's about the various sulci and gyri of the cerebrum. Again, we'll have a fast revision of this. We started by saying that cerebrum has right and left hemisphere, which are united with each other by corpus callosum. Then we tried to divide it into 4 lobes. This is lateral sulcus. Mainly there are lateral sulcus and central sulcus. So then there is parieto-occipital sulcus, which is on the medial surface, appears on the superolateral surface. In preoccipital notch, we draw an imaginary line behind which is occipital lobe. Behind central sulcus is parietal lobe up to the imaginary line. Ahead of central sulcus is frontal lobe. Below the lateral sulcus is temporal lobe. This is superior border. This is inferolateral border. This is inferomedial border. Cerebrum has 3 poles: frontal, temporal, occipital. 3 surfaces: superior, inferolateral, inferomedial. 3 surfaces: superolateral surface, medial surface, and inferior surface. So everything is 3, 3, 3. 3 poles, 3 borders, 3 surfaces. Lobes are only 4. Otherwise, everything is 3. So the first view of the medial surface was like this. What you see mainly is corpus callosum, a cingulate sulcus, cingulate gyrus, medial frontal gyrus. Then we discussed the superolateral surface. The superolateral surface, there is frontal lobe, central sulcus. Ahead of central sulcus is precentral sulcus. And then there is superior frontal sulcus, inferior frontal sulcus, and 3 gyri: superior frontal gyrus, middle frontal gyrus, inferior frontal gyrus. So that is about the frontal lobe. Temporal lobe, superior temporal sulcus, inferior temporal sulcus, and 3 gyri: superior temporal gyrus, middle temporal gyrus, inferior temporal gyrus. And this is anterior and ascending limb of the lateral sulcus. There are some gyri on the superior temporal gyrus also on the superior surface. We're talking about the parietal lobe. There is post-central sulcus, post-central gyrus. Okay, so between the sulci is the gyrus. Then there is intraparietal sulcus, then superior parietal lobule and inferior parietal lobe. Then in the occipital lobe, mainly there is lunate sulcus. Then there is lateral and transverse occipital sulcus also. Then we discuss the medial surface. On the medial surface, there is corpus callosum, cingulate sulcus, cingulate gyrus. Below the cingulate sulcus is cingulate gyrus. Above is medial frontal gyrus. Around the central sulcus on the medial side is paracentral lobule. Then there is parieto-occipital sulcus and calcarine sulcus. In between them is cuneus. Before that is precuneus. Then there is orbital surface and temporal surface on the inferior aspect. In the orbital surface, there is olfactory tract, and medial to olfactory tract is gyrus rectus. Lateral to olfactory tract is H-shaped orbital sulcus, dividing it into 4 gyri, orbital gyri. In the temporal surface, there is collateral sulcus, medial to which is parahippocampal gyrus, anterior part of which is called uncus. And then there is occipitotemporal sulcus, and medial occipitotemporal gyrus and lateral occipitotemporal gyrus. So that is about the sulci and gyri of the cerebrum.